Have you ever wondered how does something really complex work? Well, I received a question today about Ganoderma lucidum, by the way, also known as Reishi. And this how is a pretty big question, and it's been studied now for a long, long period of time. So, a little background on me: Dr. Brakowski, Houston, Texas, functional medicine practitioner. I have taught over 10,000 hours of continuing education seminars to doctors on 6 different continents. And I've always asked this question: how? And by the way, if you ask it often enough and deep enough, there's always some level that we can't answer. But if we look at Ganoderma, we're looking at over 3,000 studies going back over 90 years. And if you look at the last decades, there's been an absolute acceleration in the studies. And this particular study does a pretty good job naming, I'll say, some of the benefits, but certainly not all the benefits of Ganoderma. So first and foremost, it says 400 different biologically active constituents. But keep in mind, it has all the fabulous 50, all the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, proteins, carbohydrates, fat, fiber, and water in doses that make a difference to human health. And 400 other unique molecules. So let's start with immunomodulation. So fascinating. Whether you're having too much immune response, which could be autoimmunity or allergy, Ganoderma can calm that down. Or if you have a low immune response, some type of infection or cancer, Ganoderma can pick it up. So of those 400 unique molecules, some of them will actually drive the Th1 system, some will drive the Th2. How does it know what to do? Well, that's the magic of nature. The body will take what you give it and use it to its best advantage. Anti-cancer, lots of mechanisms there, proven against over 15 different types of cancer, including some of the worst, like glioblastoma, pancreatic cancer, lung cancer. Interestingly enough, we have a wonderful friend who just beat glioblastoma, and certainly Ganoderma was part of that process. Anti-diabetic by half a dozen mechanisms, antioxidant, that speaks for itself, can reduce hardening of the arteries, anti-fibrotic. Fun story, I had a patient that had pulmonary fibroses after a horrible COVID incident. We had him take Ganoderma spores every waking hour. And when he saw his pulmonologist for a follow-up just 30 days later, the pulmonologist said, well, I guess I was wrong. You didn't have pulmonary fibrosis. How did he say that, or why did he say that? It had resolved. So there are proteolytic enzymes that have action within the system. Chemopreventive, that can prevent serious toxicity, anti-tumor, anti-cancer drug toxicity prevention. Powerful. It actually protects the body against the damaging effects of chemo and radiation, while enhancing the killing effect. It can modulate pain. It's anti-inflammatory by over a dozen mechanisms, antimicrobial against some of the worst bugs in the history of the planet, including even being proven against MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staph aureus, that kills hundreds of thousands of people every single year. Hypolipidemic, well, it actually lowers the bad cholesterol, increases the good. Great for the liver. When we call it an anti-androgenic, sometimes males get confused about that. It's a 5-alpha reductase modulator, which, by the way, is going to protect your body from the toxic effects of androgen, like can happen with the prostate or male pattern baldness. Antiherpetic, over 200 strains of the herpes virus, and Ganoderma proven against shingles or even the genital herpes that too many people are plagued with. Anti-arthritic, anti-osteoporotic, it actually is very, very powerful at preventing the breakdown of bone through modulating osteoclasts, anti-aging, anti-ulcer. It can actually kill H. pylori and modulate gut mucus synthesis. And here's the magic. This is one of the things that one of my great mentors taught me. Any program is only as good as its compliance. What if you could get Ganoderma, this amazing superfood, 5,000 plus years of human clinical use, no known toxicity, no known drug interaction, 3,000 plus published medical studies. What if you could get it in delicious coffee or tea that people consume every single day? You could take a handful of supplements, or you could drink a better coffee choice. As always, I'm Dr. Brakowski, absolutely knowing that we can all be happy, healthy, and successful. So thank you for this wonderful question.